to you with this song. Savior of the nations come. When we think about Jesus coming, Jesus' birth, this is not a Christian thing. It is God thing to everybody, to the nations come. That is the very important thing. We need to remember that. Also, this is a song was written pre-Reformation. The words have been floating around since 4th century.
In his writings, this is one of the early church fathers, and he was writing hymns in the 4th century. He was in fact known for his hymn writing, and this one has come down to us and we still sing it. It's a hymn, as many of his were, that battled an early heresy, the heresy of Arianism, that God and Jesus could not be of the same person. That Jesus had to be something different. But Ambrose very clearly states throughout this hymn that God of God, yet fully man, is what he says in verse 4. God the Father was his source, and for you are the Father's Son, he says in verse 6. He wanted to make darn sure that you know that Jesus is God's Son.
The church stands or falls in the idea of Jesus as human and divine. It's inseparable. And that has been the way since the 1st century church was. But along the way, it was truncated because human beings have a tendency to add this, that, and the other. Thank God for people like Luther picked up and brought it back. Jesus at the center, who is divine and human at the same time. Without that belief, Christianity cannot be what it is.
And Jesus becoming God and man is a consolation that he understands our struggles.
Yes, well, Luther took this text, which he knew was incredible, translated it from the original Latin into German, and he took the original tune, which was a chant. The chant would have been difficult to sing as a congregation, so he altered it just enough to make it singable like the hymns of his day, which are much more similar to what we are used to. So Luther being the musician and the author as well. And he took this and created this wonderful tune that we can now sing, the Savior of the nations come, or as he would have sung, Nun come der Heiden Heiland. And we've got this wonderful tune that has been around forever, it seems, and great composers have used it and used it. Bach alone had more than 6 settings of this tune alone in his works because he loved it. It was just something that spoke to him and speaks to us still today.
Yeah, the whole song is completely an extract of the Apostolic, Nicene, and Athanasian Creed. From the biblical text, this song is the word from John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The whole bit in that song. Thank you so much. God's peace and joy and hope be with you during this season of Advent.